Ever find yourself kind of daydreaming about, the life you'll have, but like once you hit that goal,
Hmm.
like almost, okay, once I get that promotion, then I'll finally be happy. Or, if I could just meet the right person, then my life would feel complete.
Yeah.
It's like we're waiting for something outside of us to like flip a switch or something.
Right. Like our happiness is on the other side of having
Yeah,
something.
exactly. So what if we've got it all
It's
backwards?
a common trap we fall into. We call it the be do have paradigm.
Be do have.
Yeah. So we think, okay, first I need to have the money, the relationship, the dream job, whatever.
Right.
And then we can do the things we really want to do. And that will finally allow us to be happy.
Okay, I see where you're going with this. But you're saying there's a more powerful way to think about it.
Conversations with God
Mm-hmm.
really flips the script on this whole idea.
How so?
It all starts with being.
Being.
Yeah, your inner state, like that's the key.
So instead of have to be, it's more like be do have.
You got it. Shift that focus from what you have or don't have to who you are being right now in this moment.
So like if I want to be a successful entrepreneur, it's not about waiting for the perfect time or the right loan.
It's about embodying those qualities,
Yeah.
like right now. The confidence, the vision.
Even if I'm still stuck in my cubicle?
Exactly. You become it, and then, well, the doing and the having tend to follow.
That reminds me of that saying, fake it till you make it. Is that what we're talking about here? Or is there more to it than that?
It's a good question. And Conversations with God actually dives into this. It talks about the difference between our soul and our body.
Okay.
Now, I know that might sound a little, out
A
there.
little abstract.
Yeah. But it's actually very practical when you think about it. See, our bodies are always doing.
Right. Always in motion.
Exactly. But real, lasting fulfillment, that comes from aligning those actions with your soul's deepest desires. That's where the being comes in.
So it's not just going through the motions, but really like embodying the energy of what you want to experience.
Exactly.
But how do we actually do that? Like, how do we bridge that gap between being and doing?
One powerful practice that the book highlights is giving what you seek.
Giving what you seek. Okay, now I'm really intrigued. Tell me more.
It's simpler than it sounds, but it's really quite profound. Like, say you want more love in your life.
Okay.
You find ways to give love freely to others.
Even if I don't necessarily feel like I have an abundance of love to give.
Yes, and especially then. Or maybe you crave, say, financial abundance. Look for ways to be generous with what you do have, even in small ways.
Okay, so walk me through this. How does giving something away, something you might not even feel like you fully possess yet, how does that actually help you manifest it? What's like the mechanism at play there?
It's all about like shifting your energy. Like think of it this way.
Okay.
The universe, it's kind of like a mirror.
Okay.
It reflects back what you put out there.
Mhm.
So when you give genuinely, even if you don't feel like you're overflowing with it yet, you're kind of sending a signal. You're saying, hey, this is who I am. This abundance, this love, this generosity, this is me.
So it's not about trying to like game the system or anything.
No, no, not at all. It's about aligning yourself with that energy, becoming that vibration.
So authenticity is key here.
Absolutely. The book really stresses that sincerity. It can't be some like surface level act because honestly, the universe, your subconscious, whatever you want to call it, it can tell when you're being, less than genuine.
Right, like trying to give away an empty box and expecting it to magically fill up.
Exactly. It just doesn't work like that. It's the energy behind it. Let me give you a more concrete example.
Okay.
The book talks about two salespeople. Same skill level, same products, everything.
Okay.
But one, they approached their work with this open heart. They genuinely want to help people. The other one, they're competent, but it's like a grind. They see everything as a transaction. Who do you think is going to be more successful?
I think we both know who's going to have those happier customers.
Exactly. Their results, their income, it's all a reflection of what's going on inside.
Yeah.
And that principle, it applies to everything. Relationships, creativity, you name it.
So if I want more joy in my life, it's not enough to just like chase happy experiences.
Right.
It's about cultivating that joy within myself first.
You got it. You become the joy. And you'd be surprised what starts showing up in your life. And the best part, we get to choose. We have the power to choose our state of being in any given moment.
So we're not just like leaves in the wind.
Not at all. It's like, it's a good analogy. Okay, think of a radio, right? You can tune into a station playing fear, negativity, all that stuff. Or you can consciously choose to vibe at a higher frequency. Love, gratitude, abundance. It's your call.
I love that analogy. It's empowering. We get to choose the soundtrack of our lives.
And in doing so, we influence the reality we experience. We become the creators.
It's easy to get caught up in just like, doing stuff, making our to-do list, checking things off.
Right, always on the go.
But the real magic, like we've been talking about, it comes from that inner being.
Absolutely. It's foundational, really.
Yeah, like you can't build a house without a strong foundation.
Right.
Same goes for a fulfilling life.
I like that. It's a good analogy. You're building on something.
So how do we cultivate that like inner foundation? How do we build that strong sense of being?
Well, we've touched on a few things already from conversations with God. Like shifting that mindset from have do be to be do have.
Right.
And embracing that whole idea of giving what you seek.
Which I gotta say is kind of a mind bender. I bet some folks listening are like, wait, how can I give something I don't even feel like I have yet?
It takes a little trust,
Yeah.
stepping outside that comfort zone.
Yeah.
But it's not about giving from a place of, oh, I don't have enough. It's about recognizing that wholeness, that abundance.
Yeah.
It's already there inside you.
It's about like becoming it, embodying it, even before it's fully materialized.
That's it, sending out that signal to the universe.
Yeah.
Saying, this is me, this is who I am, this is what I'm aligned with.
And that creates like a ripple effect, not just in our own lives, but
Outward, yeah, you start to impact the world around you in a whole new way.
this has been such a great conversation, eye-opening, really. Like conversations with God, it really gives us a different perspective on how we grow, how we change.
All about that inner work. It all starts there.
It does. So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave our listeners with a question. If who you are being shapes your experiences, what state of being are you choosing today?
That's beautiful. It's a powerful question. I love that.
Thanks for being here and sharing your insights.
Oh, it's been my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Until next time, everyone, keep exploring these ideas. And remember, the power to create the life you truly desire, it all starts within.